What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. It is Pokestocks here, and in this episode, I'm going to be going, guys, a little bit far. We're going to be talking about my September predictions and what I'm currently doing to stay ahead of the market and to get the most bang for my dollar right now in the Pokemon economy. Kind of an interesting intro right there, but it works. Of course, guys, if you want to be part of a community that has like-minded people, you want to interact with me, then join the Discord down below. We are growing rapidly fast on the road to 500 members, so we are getting there. And of course, guys, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so take all of this, do your own research, and remember, at the end of the day, this is truly all my opinion. So it is currently August 14th. We still nearly have 2.5 weeks of August remaining, and I've been doing a lot of August videos going over the current trends, what's doing well, what I'm currently looking into pouring more money into, what I'm currently looking to selling, not really selling anything, just gotta throw that out there, but sort of going over that. But let's take it a step further, guys. Let's go ahead and do my top 5 investment predictions for September using facts, data, trends, and most importantly, having common sense, bro, because that's sort of what it is at the end of the day. That's what I do, guys. That's how we record these videos. I just think this, and it usually works. So we're going to start this video straight off with trainer galleries. I've been talking massively about these cards. It's hands down one of the few things that I've been massively talking about this week. The reason I really do love trainer gallery, guys, is... Okay, let me rephrase that. I just stumbled to my own words. The reason why I love trainer gallery cards, just to make it pretty honest and clear for my intro statement, it's just due to the fact that they are still very, very affordable. Out of all of them, and I do not know how much longer I can say this, but currently they are all still under $100. Just under $100. The Starmie's actually climbing up rapidly fast. It most likely will pass 100 pretty soon. I don't know when, but I do think maybe in the next few days, week, 2 weeks, we'll probably have a market price of 100. But there is so much potential, guys, in these cards. Let me back it up with some facts. These are all from the Sword and Shield era. And what do we know right now? Sword and Shield is becoming it's becoming an expensive market to invest in. You know, it seems like every single day prices are rising, and Sword and Shield is just one of those few eras in Pokemon that people really want to grab right now before it's too late. And let's also not forget, guys, that Sword and Shield is a old era. We are officially done with Scarlet and Violet, which is crazy to me still. And this is theoretically, not theoretically, this is a fact. I mean, it's 2 eras behind now. So it is a very, very, it's crazy saying this, but I can't believe I'm still saying this, but it's like an old era now. Shit, dude. I remember playing so much in Sword and Shield, and now it's so old. Okay. Back to what I was saying, though. There is so much good potential here, guys. Some massive picks that I see right off the bat is the Umbreon and Sylveon. The main reason why these two are massive hitters is because they are evolutions. And I'm going to ask you guys a question, and you guys are going to answer it, okay? What caused the Pokemon hype of 2020 and of 2025? Prismatic evolutions and evolving skies. And what did those sets contain? Evolutions. Now, I understand that these are not, that crazy, because if every evolution, were so good Pokestocks, then wouldn't they all be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? True, true, true. Valid point. But what you guys don't understand is that these are literally alternative art cards. I mean, I understand that they're trainer galleries, but at the end of the day, these are all alternative arts. So they have a trainer in them, and they are still very, very cheap. And I do think, comparing it to the Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies, the massive gap in price still makes me wonder why this is so cheap. I recently just picked up a PSA 10, guys, of this Umbreon VMAX right here from Brilliant Stars. And if I currently show you guys the trends of how this card is performing right now, it is currently down 10% in this month. And I know you might be saying, Pokesucks, it's down 10%. How is that a good thing? You're saying this is going to go up. Guys, regardless of the fact or not, if it's down, you know what that means? A better buying opportunity. So don't be all afraid, because I could tell you that theoretically in prediction here, it will be worth more 1 year from now than it is today. And I can only imagine. And if we look at the broad view, the 1 year graph, guys, it's currently up 76%. So it has grown. And look at this. Look at this, guys. That is a not even a 90-degree line. That is like a 100-degree line. I mean, that massive spike from 35 all the way up to nearly $80 in just a span of 2 weeks. And keep in mind, this was during the time of Prismatic evolutions. So imagine, guys, in the new Mega Evolution era, when we get an evolution set announced, imagine how all of these evolutions are going to perform again. They're going to skyrocket extremely, extremely high. So keep that in mind when investing into this. Just have thought, common sense, and sort of think this stuff through, because it makes you think, like, if I pour money into the Sylveon VMAX, how can it do well? I mean, let's use some facts here. If another evolution set comes out, it will most likely boom the price. Just having that thought process, guys, is very important, and it's not that hard to really think this stuff. Now, also, if we even scroll down, guys, we have some very, very solid cards under $15. We still have the Rayquaza in the gold. The reason I love the trainer gallery market right now, guys, because my 3 bullet points for why I love this market: super affordable. That's point number one. Number two, very, very exquisite arts. Like, I'm not kidding. We have gold cards. We have freaking, I don't even know how to say this stuff, bro. Like, such nice alternative art work. We have trainers in the Pokemon. And my point number three is that these are all very, very old now. So they have a lot of potential here to grow, guys. And we are currently on the second page. We have the Snorlax. We have the Eevee. And I think if you can buy these now in the month of August, you're going to have a great head start following into September. Because it's only really, guys, a matter of time before these really do get the spotlight on them and they go ahead and skyrocket. I wouldn't be surprised if all of these, cards on the first page, maybe not so much like down here, but the main ones, guys, pass $100 by the end of the year. I feel like they will most likely all will, and it really is just a matter of time. Let's hop into my second thing, which is going to be prismatic evolutions. Now, I'm bringing this up because if you guys are a loyal viewer, I really sometimes talk about prismatic. The main reason I don't talk about prismatic as much as other poke YouTubers, etc., is I feel like it gets drained. I feel like everyone tries to milk this for views, and I understand why they do it. More views, that's better, right? Yeah, I guess. But prismatic evolutions right now, and what I'm currently looking to honestly think about this, guys, hear me out. We've seen prismatic evolutions pump and dump. This thing goes through so many phases. If we look at the 1 year graph, guys, it falls, it picks back up, it falls, it picks backs up. I don't even know. I'm just stumbling on my own words right here. However, what I could say right now is that we are at a very, very volumish time for prismatic evolutions, if that makes sense. We've had so many ETBs, specifically speaking, we had so many ETBs get released over the past month for prismatic evolutions that it's really shocking. And what we're sort of analyzing, more so I'm analyzing right now, is that the prismatic market tends to have a baseline price of around $100. If you guys can sort of analyze the TCG player chart right here, we really never see the prices fall below 100, and if they do, they shoot right back up. So I do think that right now, like at the time of recording this, we have sales going for $100 flat, shipping included. And this is what I always like to say, if you want to go ahead and not risk your long-term growth with prismatic, if you want to be a little bit risky, and like myself, I am like this, I'm not gonna lie to you, if you want to push it and see how low these things can go, and then all of a sudden miss out when these have a new baseline price of 120, or if you just want to be safe, buy 5 of these at $100 each, let's go, and whatever happens, that's also a very, very solid point. It's just volatile right now. I think prismatic evolutions, in terms of the market, if I were to predict September, guys, I think September, and just sort of foreshadowing what will we hop into, we're hopping into a whole new era of Pokemon with Mega Evolution. So keep that in mind. Pokemon will change their printing strategy just a bit to keep up with the new set. So I do think prismatic evolutions will go up a little bit in the month of September. Of course, I could be totally wrong. Sam's Club Costco might do another massive ETB drop. But just sort of what I'm analyzing and foreshadowing, I do think that really this might be a golden opportunity to pick up some ETBs. Of course, I'm just saying that in terms of, if you're decisive on it, you can always change your mind or do your own research, guys. I really force that, especially on prismatic evolutions, because this is a very iffy set in the whole community. Now, next up, we have 151. There's really nothing to argue here, guys. 151 has just been the set of the year. I'm going to give it credit to that. I've really never, I've always been on and off with 151, especially when Prismatic Evolutions came out, because I thought that we would have a 151 reprint just due to the fact that Pokemon would want money and reprint the ETBs and make a boatload of money. But they didn't do that. And ever since Prismatic came out, prices just rose. Now, in terms of the 151 category, guys, I do think picking up nearly anything right now is a solid way to go. I think if you want to be safe, like 100% safe, possibly picking up the Pokemon Center ETB if you have the budget for that might be the best way to go. I do think, guys, I mean, on how things are looking right now, it literally might be in the month of September where we see these cross 1K for a market price, which is crazy. Of course, the UPC is also a very safe route just due to the fact that we will probably never, ever, ever get these reprinted or restocked again. And if you want to play it safe and maybe have a little bit on the boat, picking up the ETB is also a very solid way to go right now. And just like anything 151 is just, what I would like to say, guys, the alternative safe route in investing. So many people are so scared of, if I pick up freaking Destin Rivals today, will it get reprinted? Will I lose money, etc.? And like you look back at, set like 151, which is nearly 2 years old now, which is kind of crazy. And you think about, well, maybe 151 is a good thing to do because it is an older set, but still does contain the value and quality for future growth. So, having that mindset is also a great thing. And I'm currently looking to actually pick up a lot of 151 moving forward. Whatever I can get, I'll probably pick up. When I go to my next card show, which I believe will be in 2 weeks, I will probably pick up a 151 ETB, and I'll probably pick up a booster bundle just to go ahead and throw them into my closet and see them grow. Now, I really never, I always forget about talking about this, but I just thought about it. I'm going to talk about Blooming Waters because I feel like a lot of this goes under the table, and if you guys do want a ton of 151 in your collection for a very, very solid price to pack ratio, the Blooming Waters is the way to go right now. I do think it really is a matter of time before this gets the spotlight on it and it skyrockets. I should probably put this on the thumbnail, guys. I'm so sorry. I just realized this. As I always say, Blooming Waters is not on the 151 category page. So if you type in 151, you will not see Blooming Waters. You really have to just search this on your own. It's really, guys, I really do think this is the golden gem. I can easily see this be a $200-300 box by the end of the year, just due to the fact that, it's had a very, very rough start, guys. I mean, look at the past year, bro. It literally has been a very rough road for this. We've had so many pumps, so many dumps, and right now we are going through a little bit of a dump, and it looks like it's starting to pump back up again, but literally calling it neutral this whole month. So if you guys do want 12 packs of 151 for, a very, very solid price to pack ratio of nearly $10 a pack, then pick these bad boys up, bro. Probably the best thing to do. I'm probably going to pick up a lot of these, just due to the fact that these do have a lot of potential, guys. Just look at Sea and Sky, right? Sea and Sky collection from Crown Zenith is doing also very, very well. Same box, theoretically. Next up, we have Silver Tempest. I'm throwing this in the oh my god. I'm throwing this in the September prediction just because we're about to have Silver Tempest pass a milestone, and whenever we see a set pass a milestone, it usually gets a light shining on it. For example, if we look at the current market on TCG Player, we have booster boxes at an MP of around 387. We currently have the ETBs have an MP of around 98. And we just have a lot of numbers across the entire board about to pass new numbers. So we have the Silver Tempest ETB about to pass $100 for a market price. We have the booster box about to pass $400 for a market price. And I do think that when these numbers do cross, it will make like, oh my dude, Silver Tempest is skyrocketing. Like you guys will see YouTubers talking about this stuff. And if you just want to have that little niche and have that little bump, possibly speaking, into the month of September when everyone talks about this and then more people buy it and then you just grow more money from it, then picking up Silver Tempest is a way to go. And also keep in mind, guys, just a little bit of a toss from my opinion. This is what I think. As Silver Tempest was the last set of the Sword and Shield era, I think that is why it's not still cheap, but it is still cheap compared to the other sets. That I do think that's why it has not gotten a lot of credit compared to the other ones, guys. I'm so sorry. My English is so mid, bro. I got an A in English class, but it's like, dude, I don't know why I can't talk with these freaking Pokemon investing videos. I'd probably get an F if my English teacher saw these. It's kind of crazy. Now, okay, going back to what I was saying, the reason why Silver Tempest is just not comparing to these older sets is because it was the last one from Sword and Shield, which means Pokemon printed these a little bit more. Not printed them more, but there was still more volume out there, right? That, I hope that makes sense. I know it really might not, but just keep that in mind. There was more volume in terms of product than the other ones because it was the last one. So that's sort of my thought process on why it is still cheaper compared to Lost Origin, Brilliant, etc., etc. So that's why. But if you want to be a little bit ahead, guys, pick up Silver Tempest right now. Might not be the worst thing to do. Now, hopping into our last one, we have Evolving Skies. This is nothing really shocking. In fact, this is something you should already be thinking of. It's just a very straightforward fact. Will Evolving Skies do good in August? Will it do good in September? Check mark, check mark. Why will it not do well, right? That's the one thing I love about Pokemon cards, guys. It's really just a bullish market, bro, and I love it. I mean, you look at stocks, you look at everything else, guys, right? And stuff can always go up and down. If the company does bad, it goes down. If it does well, it goes up. For Pokemon, if it's a good set and it's out of rotation and it's an older one, it usually always is just a bullish market. And it's crazy because we probably have never seen that with any other economic market out there. But Pokemon just tends to be a fun one to do that with. So that's why I do like Evolving Skies, for example. It is just the bullish set that never stops growing. And I do think in September, I really can't predict what prices will be in just 30 days, but I could tell you they will most likely be worth more than what it is today. So whatever that is in your budget, guys, I think to go ahead and summarize this video, if you want to play it very, very safe, in my opinion, I do think the best things to do right now is probably go for 151 and Evolving Skies. If you want to be really, really safe, probably Evolving Skies, just due to the fact that 151 is still in the TCG rotation. I understand that a reprint or restock seems impossible, but it is, guys, it is something Pokemon could do. Most likely not, but Evolving Skies is out of rotation, older set, very, very active market, so W set, and as well, Prismatic ETBs. What do you guys think about these? Let me know in the comment section. By the way, if you made it this far into the video, go ahead, guys, and comment I love headphones. Go ahead and comment I love headphones. No, go ahead and comment I love Pokestocks, bro. Go ahead and comment I love Pokestocks. You made it this far into the video. That way I know you guys are real viewers. I appreciate y'all. But again, let me know what you guys think about the Prismatic ETBs in the comment section, because I do think this is a little bit of an interesting scenario right now, what we're in. Goodbye, pass, play it safe. What do you guys think? I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, chat.